Hey, today we're going to talk about product-led growth. Is PLG right for you? What's the good? What's the bad? Can it happen? And how do you make it happen? And what do you do if you can't do it? All of that we're going to hit now. Intro time. Hey, I'm Matt Wolach, and I help software leaders understand how to grow their business by generating a whole ton of leads, closing a lot of deals, and amping up their software company's valuation so they can sell for a giant exit. I've done it before, and I want to help you do it too. If you want to do that, subscribe to the channel. There's a little subscribe button down there. Hit that. Hit the bell as well. That way you'll be notified of any of the cool videos I have coming out. Tactics, methods, formulas, ways of closing more deals. I'm going to give them all to you. And today we're talking about PLG. It's something on everybody's mind. And in fact, product-led growth, that's the dream. That's what everybody wants, right? If you start a software company, hey, if we have a great product, if everybody loves it, they're going to tell others about it. They're going to tell others. They're going to tell others. It'll keep going. And all of a sudden, we have tons and tons of customers, tons and tons of subscribers paying us every month. Well, that's the dream. But unfortunately, it's very rarely a reality. It is extremely hard to do a product-led growth strategy. A few reasons for that. One, there is so much competition on the market. And if you're not going to be doing a lot of marketing, if you're not going to be doing a lot of pushing or sales of the product, then other people are going to be doing those things. Other people are spending money on marketing and sales and all those fun things. Your competitors are doing it, which means it's going to be really hard for you to compete, for you to match up. And so with product-led growth, typically you need not only a very high product cost, because you have to make that product so insanely unbelievable that everybody's just got to kill themselves to get it. So you have to make that product so incredible that everybody loves it immediately and tells their friend. I will tell you, if you're a software founder, if you're a software leader, you think your product's amazing. You probably think it's unbelievable already. I'm here to tell you that everybody thinks that. Everybody thinks their product is the best. I know this because I've thought that myself many, many times, and I was wrong many times. Your product is likely not the best in class. There are probably others that could be there. Now, it could be, but even so, even if the product is amazing, you put a lot of effort, put a lot of money into it, you also need a very high marketing cost. I know that sounds weird. Hey, it's product-led growth. Do we really need marketing? Yes. You're going to have other people see this. You're going to have to get in front of eyeballs and have people understand that this is the thing for you. So you need to spend a lot of money on marketing. Even if you don't have a sales process, you're going to have to spend a lot of money on marketing. I will tell you that most early-stage software companies don't have a lot of money, right? You may go out and get funding, you may get some stuff, but most of them don't have a lot of money. In fact, many of you might be bootstrapping. And if that's the case, then just going out and spending a lot of money on your product, spending a lot of money on marketing is not realistic. Not to mention that if you do that, it might not work. There are a lot of failed companies out there who have spent that money and then it didn't happen. And the company dive bombed and never made it. Maybe didn't meet product market fit. Maybe they didn't get anybody to understand the value of this. A lot of reasons for it, but a lot of gravestones of failed software companies that tried that. What are most people doing instead of PLG when they get started? Well, what they're doing is they're actually using a sales-led growth strategy. Sales-led growth is a lot cheaper because you, the founder, you can do it. So you can spend your time to get out there and market your product. You can spend your time to hustle, find people, do some sales, close some deals. And in fact, a lot of companies who want to be PLG start off as sales-led. Even if that's a dream to come, they know that it takes a lot of money to market. They know it takes a lot of money to build a product. And so they figure, hey, if we can just build some base, build some foundation of customers early, then that'll give us the customers that we can use for our product-led growth strategy. And it'll make it so that we have some early revenues we can use to build on. We can get more and more companies and customers on board. And so even if you think a PLG growth strategy might be right for you down the road, the likely first step should be a sales-led growth strategy. Now, there's a lot of benefits to that. If you're out there doing sales, not only are you able to sell for a whole lot less than you normally would, but you can also connect with buyers. You can also understand what it is that they care about most. You'll be able to know your market so insanely well. When you're following your own sales-led strategy, when you're a founder and you're out there talking to people and having these conversations and learning from them, hearing directly from them what they're struggling with and what they think about, what their goals are, what keeps them up at night, all of those things are really important that you can put right back into the product. So you can direct the product right towards your market. Even more so, you can direct the marketing, you can direct your sales so that it matches and aligns perfectly with your market and with all the people within the market. If you're having these conversations, if you're following a sales-led growth strategy, then it's going to be a lot easier to have a pulse on what people care about. So Is product-led growth right for you? Well, if you are heavily bankrolled, if you have a whole ton of money, if you have a whole lot of capability, you can do it. Is sales-led growth strategy for you? Well, especially early stage, you're probably going to want to do that, even if you think down the road, it could turn into a product-led growth strategy. In fact, one of the things that I see a lot when I talk with other founders, especially founders who've been through it before, especially founders who are on their second or third company, what they say is, hey, in my first company, I spent a lot of time and effort on the product, but now what I'm doing is spending a lot of time and effort on marketing and sales. Because what they've learned is that the product's great, but the product doesn't really sell. The product does not sell, and that's a hard revelation for a lot of us. What sells is your marketing and sales. The product keeps, so you need a good product. I'm not saying you don't have to have a good product. The product will keep. Once they get in, they've got to enjoy it. They've got to get good experience. They've got to get good value out of the product. If that's not the case, then they're out. So the product needs to be solid, but it doesn't have to be amazing. It doesn't have to be the best in class. It doesn't have to be the best in your industry. If you have a great product, it's not going to win new customers, but it will keep. But if you have great sales and marketing, it is going to win a lot of great customers. Hey, I hope this helps. Hope this is something that's going to have you understand, is product-led growth right for me? Is sales-led growth right for me? If you have any other questions on it, post those down in the comments. That way you'll be able to get those answers. I'll be happy to answer them for you. And by the way, if you want to understand, how do I even close deals? If I'm going to do a sales-led growth, if I'm going to talk to people, how am I going to talk to them? What do I even say? How does it go? Well, I've got something perfect for you. I put together a course. It's a mini course. It's really quick. You can get through it in a couple of hours. And it's going to walk you through exactly how to set up your sales process and your demos so that people need your product. They say, I've got to have this. It's so much fun when you're closing 50, 60, 70% of your demos and sales calls. You start looking forward to them. You start anticipating the good times instead of dreading those calls, instead of worried about what's going to happen on the call. It's called Software Demo Secrets. I put it together so that you knew all of the secrets of how to close deals, of how to have a great demo. The top people in software, they will not tell you these secrets. I'm happy to tell them to you. Now, these are the things that helped me get to an 81% close rate in our demos. So if you want to have incredible close rates, get Software Demo Secrets. I hope this helped. Once again, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That way you're going to get all of my future trainings, all the help that I can give you. And I will see you next time. Take care.